Wisconsin, you may already know April is National Grilled Cheese Month, and I'm sure you've experimented with some twists on the traditional. Here with another idea is the law student's wife, food blogger, Erin Clark. Thanks for being here again.
Good morning.
All right, so this one sounds very interesting. Raspberry chipotle bacon grilled cheese.
Yes, that is right. I think when a lot of us think of grilled cheese, we think back to that white Wonder Bread, those individually wrapped slices of American cheese. Those have a very special place in my heart. But grilled cheese actually is a really fun way to play around with a lot of different flavors. And my current favorite is this raspberry chipotle.
Okay, so what do we have here and what are we using?
Okay, so we're going to start
raspberries,
with
obviously.
Yes, we're going to start with the raspberries. So Danny, I'm going to have you
I can
smush those.
Help.
With some strawberry jam and some chipotle powder. And kind of what this does is it creates a nice like sweetness and smokiness to the grilled cheese. It's wonderful.
Okay, so how much chipotle powder do we put in there then?
Okay, so it's a dry chipotle chili. It's one of my favorite spices. If you haven't used it before, I really recommend that you check it out. And 1/4 of a teaspoon will do 2 sandwiches, what we have here. So you have about half the filling there. So you can use this little guy, or you can even just sprinkle a little.
Yeah, okay. That's what I usually do. I'm not a measurer.
Well, that is the difference between cooking and baking, right? All right, you should be good there.
Okay.
So over here I have a white Wisconsin cheddar. I love using cheeses with a lot of flavor in my grilled cheese. That way you really get the most bang for your buck.
Yeah.
And then the final component that we have is bacon. Now, if there's a grilled cheese sandwich that isn't made better with bacon, I haven't met it yet.
What isn't made better with bacon?
True story. And while the traditional way to cook bacon is on your stovetop, I highly recommend baking it in the oven.
Okay.
If you set it on top of a wire rack like this over some tin foil, it allows the oven's heat to circulate all the way around the bacon, so you get a perfectly crispy slice every time. And then to clean up, all you have to do is throw away that tin foil.
Okay, so how do we layer it here?
All right, so I'm going to have you hit me with a scoop of the raspberry. You can get about half of it on there if you're generous. It's delicious.
Okay.
That is perfect. And then we're going to put on a couple slices of bacon here. You can go ahead and add on a little more raspberry. Do a second layer.
Okay, so you want to layer it up pretty good then.
Yeah.
A couple layers then. Okay.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
And then the cheese.
And then cheese part 2. And then you're ready to cook. And the key with cooking grilled cheese is to go low and slow. You want the bread to toast and the cheese to melt without burning. And then rather than trying to butter the outside of the sandwich right now, which would be super sloppy, I usually just melt some butter on my skillet, set the sandwich on there, and then butter the top. It just is a lot cleaner. I never thought about doing that. I always do it the other way. Yeah, I've made a lot of grilled cheese. All right. And then when your grilled cheese is finished, you're going to have your nice toasty sandwich here.
Ryan's right there. I know he wants to try it.
No, your timing just tends to be impeccable. So let me
All right, Brian's going to try this. Tell us how it is. But if you want this recipe, and it did melt really nicely. Look at that.
Wow.
How's that for breakfast?
Well, not bad.
Go to our web channel, WKOW.com. How is it, Brian?
Really good.
Really good. Really messy.
We have a link to the Law Student's Wife blog on WKOW.com. It looks good. I'm going to try the other side.
Yeah, go for it.
Thanks so much, Erin. All right, we'll be back in just a minute.
Happy National Grilled Cheese Month.
Tasty.